It's here, boys. Season 9 is finally upon us. After just treading through the hellscape that was Season 8, that might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but that season is by far the biggest wasteland of content we've ever had in this game. And I'm not over-exaggerating when I say that. Season 9 is definitely a breath of fresh air. No more majors. New map, new game mode, both are extremely fun. I'm gonna sound like an absolute, spoiled brat, but it's not enough, guys. Now, I did take this gameplay from a VOD mainly because I didn't feel like re-recording a whole nother game or two just to get this B-roll going, honestly. I mean, I'm hoping you guys are here for the amazing commentary I bestow upon you guys that blesses your beautiful ear holes there. So I hope that isn't too much of a big deal. If it is, that sucks, because you guys are going to have to trudge through it just like we trudged this Season 8. Too bad for you guys. But the reason why I say Season 9 is not enough is pretty simple, actually. So the entire reason of the majors, really, isn't to, pay a bunch of spoiled pro gooners, right? It's to try to get new players into the game. And who knows, maybe that did happen. I still have yet to check the Steam charts because I like to have the season go through a couple days, I don't know, intervals of when new players are coming to and from to see if players actually stick. So I haven't even checked those yet. If new players are coming, that's awesome. I mean, who doesn't like new players in their video game that's live service that requires players to come to the game to keep it going? That's how live service works. I think Embark shot themselves in the foot with the season. It's a good season, and not by all means it's a good season, but where it matters, it is a good season. The new mode, if you have 5 people in that game mode, the amount of chaos that is, it goes crazy, dude. It's basically just a better version of Rust because there's so much more destruction in the finals. Everything is destructive in the finals, right? And sure, Battlefield does the same thing, but the finals takes it to a whole new level with the amount of chaos that you can go to pretty much anywhere on a singular map, right? The best point break mode or rush mode that I've had in this game so far has been on the map Monaco. And because of the new destruction tweaks that they made on the Monaco map, the entire map was basically, it was wasted, dude. It's I don't even know how that happened. All I know is that Charge Slam was used a lot by yours truly, and boy was it a blast, dude. And it's just as much fun on Fangwai City. I mean, it's a fun map to play on. It may be the best map in the game, but like I said with the Steam charts, I'm gonna let that marinate in my big old brain of mine just to see if that actually sticks and holds itself true. Because I thought the same way with Citadel. I don't really like Citadel because of how chrome and sterile the whole map looks. It's either pink and purple or white. Same thing with Sis, same thing with all those same maps. I'm not a big fan of those. But that's kind of the opposite with Fangwai. It's very colorful. There's so many different biomes on this map. There's cities, there's a mall, there's a temple, there's slums, there's a giant construction area, there's a whole skyscraper in the middle of the map. But in general, this map and this game mode are really, really cool. Overall, I rate this season like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. When it comes to where it matters, where with the destruction, with a new destruction, those tweaks, with a new game mode, with a new map, all of it is awesome. I love all of it right now. But here's the thing. A 7.5, 8 out of 10 season is not what we needed. Embark needed to put their best foot forward, basically. And that's not what they did. They are still holding back on their specializations, gadgets, weapons. They say they have a plan all the way to Season 19, and they still plan to have this season have pretty much be the first season without any guns or gadgets. Season where it could matter most, right after a season where it was, one, completely geared towards the majors, and let alone the majors that also presumably brought in new players. So why in the world did Embark not put their best foot forward and try to actually keep these players to actually stick, right? Because these players, they were already playing for a week or so after the majors, because it wasn't the majors, then a new season. They were playing the game for a bit, and then they went into a new season where they're like, oh wait, there isn't a lot going on here. Where's the new guns? Where's the new gadgets? Where's all this stuff? Where's all that stuff? And especially if they're returning players, let's say they quit the game in Season 4, there's no new specializations for them to try out. There's a couple guns, sure, a couple gadgets, but in Season 4, there's only been one new map since then, right? This map just looks like Sister Horizon, and the latest map that just came out, that's the first real map that we've had since then. Now, I'm pretty sure, I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down here. If this game isn't putting a lot of effort into their seasons as they were back in the day, where they're releasing a bunch of weapons, a bunch of gadgets, new maps every season, and I know that's not sustainable, but that doesn't mean these guys can't keep adding more content into the game in other ways. And I think they're doing an okay job with tokens. You can get different weapon skins or different gadget skins. I don't know how the tokens are going to work exactly. Maybe you can get an emerald skin for your nullifier or for your defibs and not just a weapon. All that stuff is cool and all. That's not changing how you play the game. And that's probably why I love the new map so much, because it's a whole different setting. It's basically Kyoto, but a lot less open, but it's still massive. It's still in the same area of the world, so it has that same vibe, except it's a megatropolis. It's crazy. They're doing really good in the map department, especially with Fengwai. And with the mode. The new mode is great. It's a great casual mode for your buddies. That shouldn't substitute guns and gadgets and specializations, right? That shouldn't do that. They should have put everything forward instead of just holding some back for the next coming seasons. They should have given us at least light, a new weapon or a gadget, or a specialization for medium and light. Something that switches up the scene a little bit more other than just balance changes. Which, honestly, I was kind of thinking there's going to be more balance changes as well. I was thinking every melee weapon was going to get a complete redo, or at least buffs, like minimum. But it was just the dual blades, which is good for the dual blades. But there could have been so much more stuff done to the season to make it so much more appealing for other players to return to the game. Now, this could just be a complete, like, foul ball. Maybe this is just like, I'm striking out here with this opinion. But this season is mediocre. I mean, it's a lot of fun in some aspects, but seriously, no gadgets and no guns for a season straight after a worldwide esport event in Stockholm DreamHack, right? Where tens of thousands of people were tuning in, right? And not a single weapon to give to the season right after that. That doesn't make any sense to me. How does that make any sense to any one of us? I don't get that. Why aren't you giving the season your all to keep these players into your in your grasp, right? Reel them in with the majors, but you're not keeping them in. Like it's like you're catching a fish and throwing it back out to sea. Why? Why'd you guys do that? Why? It kind of sucks though, because I thought this season was going to be like god tier. It was going to be the best season we've ever seen, and I am very naive in thinking that, I guess. I mean, I didn't really see the writing on the wall to where they're just like slowly just ramping down production of the finals, I guess. I mean, I'm really hoping these next, like, 10 seasons that they're planning for, one, they actually give us a roadmap to see what they're actually working on, and two, it's not just a weapon, and then that's it. Because what they did with last season was 2 weapons, and that's it. Is that what we're going to be getting for the next couple years of the finals? Just 1 weapon every 3 months? No, that's dumb. This season is better than last season. Like, there's no doubt about that. A new map that is god tier. A new mode that is a lot of fun with your buddies. This season is much better than Season 8. Sure, that's putting the bar pretty low. Like, honestly, the Season 8 bar is like 6 feet under. All you have to do is literally just give more weapons and a new map that's also a banger. The mode, I feel like, is a good addition. You're just like, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, but you're not diversifying on what people love about the game. They don't just love new maps and new modes, they also love new weapons that feel unique to them, different playstyles that can form around it, different gadgets that completely switch up the way they play the game. I don't get it. I really don't. I really wish I could, because then I might be able to understand Embark more. But as this goes on, I don't really understand them as well, especially when it comes to other things outside the game itself. Now the latter half of the video is going to be more about something that is, I guess, kind of more serious. I mean, it's a video game, so how serious can it be unless you're the person getting affected by this? But I still think it's worth me talking about it at least a little bit, just to bring some more awareness to the situations. And if you guys haven't seen the YouTube posts, then I guess you're about to figure out why I think it's so important. Now, if you guys have seen my other YouTube posts about specifically Dude and his troubles with his suspension of his account, basically, where he got banned for cheats, the only thing the AI bot has said. So he's given me permission to post these on the YouTube and all that, so I'm glad I can try to help out at least. I'm putting this in a video because apparently the posts aren't getting enough traction. I'm going to try to push this out a little bit further. Dude got banned for what? I don't know. The lack of transparency of Embark is kind of showing its, like, nasty head again. They're not giving us reasons on why people are being banned. I mean, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Not to me, at least. I mean, why are you going to permanently suspend someone's account for, let's say it was cheating, for a first-time offense, when this account has poured hundreds of dollars into making the cogs of your studio actually churn, right? Like, no, there was no, like, week-long ban. There was no warning beforehand. There was nothing. Just a straight permanent suspension. How does that make any sense? How are you treating your loyal customers like that? That doesn't make any sense to me either. The rose-tinted glasses that I've had for this company are slowly starting to fall off. Like, I'm seeing this company, like, they're obviously not as bad as COD. They're not milking us for all we're worth, basically. At least not yet. Their monetization has been a little bit more aggressive. I wouldn't say predatory, because, I mean, it's not like pay to win yet. But why would you ban an account that has poured hundreds of dollars into your system for a first-time offense if it was even an offense in the first place? How does that make any sense? Suspend them for a week or two, a month maybe, but don't suspend them permanently, especially when they're on your ass over and over again, trying to figure out why they got banned in the first place. It's cheating software or tools. The AI bot doesn't even know if it's cheating software or tools. The AI bot doesn't know what's going on. A human responded saying basically the same thing the AI bot said, except it was extended to like double the length of what the AI said. It's like he had to get his 500 word count in for an essay we all had to do in sophomore year of high school. Like, saying that he reviewed the accounts, the suspension stays up for cheating, clean up your act and make another account, which by the way goes against the Embark Terms of Service. So the fact that an AI bot and a person is saying just make another account is kind of crazy. We're gonna ban your accounts, right? So you can then spend more money on a different account to where we just might ban you again. Now, I'm on the side that my buddy is not a cheater. And of course there's some bias towards that, but you know what would make my bias irrelevant basically? If they actually prove that he was a cheater. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't take anyone's word as gold. I want to see proof of if someone has done something wrong. I want to see that proof. What kind of cheating software has he done? What kind of code is inside of his PC to make aimbot or make walls? They didn't even say what kind of cheats he was running. Why? You don't respect your players enough to like, dude, I'm getting too mad. I gotta calm down a little bit. And it's just the cherry on top that the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse over here has also put in the patch notes that their anti-cheat is top notch, that it's the best that it's ever been. They're manually checking every single claim to like a false positive to make sure all these false positives are weeded out. And I am 100% sure that there are other players just like Dude that are suffering the same fate of having their account permanently suspended from, I guarantee you, false positives that they're still not seeing. I can't fathom on how their state-of-the-art anti-cheat is most likely reading a program like the RGB for their mouse and keyboard or their audio interface for their headsets that is a necessity to make them work in the first place, is somehow, it's misreading them somehow. The software at the kernel level is either updating or the antivirus is doing something goofy to where their kernel level anti-cheat is being completely bamboozled and is just not doing the state-of-the-art mumbo jumbo that Embark is saying that it's doing. And I have no clue on how manually checked reports are still not seeing this stuff. I trust a Dude. I trust that he's not a cheater. And if he is, then I will make a formal apology. But until I see proof of him being a cheater, it's Embark's fault. And I say that with the biggest sincerity that I could possibly say. It's Embark's fault for not taking this as seriously as the players are. If you are sinking hundreds of dollars and sometimes thousands of dollars for your account just to get suspended for a false positive, no warnings, nothing, then it's your fault. I can't understand that. They're not taking accountability. They're not doing any of this. And if it's not your fault, then give us the proof. It's not that hard, guys. Now, I understand the latter part of this video isn't about Season 9, but it is still something I had to talk about, guys. I mean, who knows? Maybe I get banned tomorrow because, I don't know, my mouse is using like 2.4 gigahertz to connect to my computer, and that apparently is giving me aimbot or something. Like, if no one speaks out about stuff like this, then how is things like this actually going to get fixed? It's so stupid that I don't know, man. All this is stupid. It's all so dumb, bro. I don't get it. Now, this video did get rambly. If you guys got this far, you didn't click on the video for this. The video is still mainly talking about Season 9, which, long story short, it's good, but not good enough. It should have been better. If you guys have any comments, questions about the situations, anything, any information you guys can give us, Dude and I, leave it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe if you guys are new. Do all the YouTube stuff that YouTube is begging me to do because YouTube likes, I don't know, engagement or whatever. But if you guys made it this far, I do thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support for both Dude and I, because if you guys made this far, you guys went through my yelling fest that I don't even know, man. It got me irritated, to say the least. But thank you guys for getting this far. You guys have a good one, alright?